You know, it means to be free, to be creative, and to be solidar.
Thank you.
Feminist is someone who believes that women are human beings and they deserve the best, just like any human being.
Feminism is many things. I'm not sure I'm a feminist, but I like the sisterhood, the warmth, and the fact that we're all in it together for a better life for all of us.
Actually, I came here to answer this question. I don't know what I understand from feminism.
It's a power struggle, I think. It's a struggle for power. Yeah.
Thank you.
A feminist is a person who struggles for rights for women.
On the spot, I would say a movement willing to bring equality between men and women up.
For me, a feminist is a woman who is willing, a woman with a heart, someone who is willing to stand up for what she believes in and who's willing to defend the rights of other human beings. For me, that's a feminist.
Thank you.
Is a woman who is seeking for a better position for women.
Yes, I would say feminist is all about women's solidarity, and then that we have to somehow defend the interests of all women. Like this would be my political approach to feminism.
Okay. Feminism to me is about choice, the choice to decide what you want to be, who you want to be, and where you want to be, who you want to be. Basically, that's it.
To me, feminism is the most important aspect of feminism. To me, is giving more power to women, meaning maybe bringing more and more and more and more women to the authorities' bodies, so that women could really make their own decisions and could really make a difference in the world.
Feminism is about social justice, actually, and I think it's not about. I think it's so interconnected with all kinds of rights and all kinds of justice that I think it's a broad category and can incorporate many different things.
Myself as a feminist, and it is all about integrity and ability to say what you think and to be able to put your priorities on the table and to be respected as a human being. That's what feminist means to me. It's specific ideology that I stand for, and I'm not going to compromise with that. So that's that.
I think a feminist is somebody who believes that men and women should be treated fairly, equally, but also somebody who believes that women and women's experiences need to be voiced and need to be recognized in our communities and in our societies and in our families, and that women are diverse and that we should all be able to express ourselves and feel entitled to certain things.
I think it's a way of living, and it's a way of thinking and acting, trying to make sure that everybody has the same rights and the same opportunities to live.
Actually, feminism is, to me, feminism is something to think about, to do something about in favor of the women's interest, or to reduce the gap between men and women that exist in the society. It could be program intervention, it could be the movement, it could be other form of, scholar work, any kinds of, which will favor the women's interest and reduce the gap between men and women in all areas of the human life.
So For me, it's a struggle that encompasses many different struggles, and all of them are concerned with how to say, with being fully human, and also having the world ruled by people and human qualities. Something like that.
Well, I think women remain the great source of political energy. I think we're in a stage, of reinventing politics, and particularly movement politics, and especially our women's movement here in Europe has to re-challenge itself, because on many scores it has been co-opted, and it has to reclaim its original vitality and vision and unmanageability.
Feminist is to fight for women's rights, and promote women projects, women work, solidarity with women overall, the whole world, global support for women. That is for me is feminist.
I think feminism really has lost its capacity to influence the political debate and the public debate. But I think so many of the ideas that have come from the women's movement and the feminist movement are still really important to how we organise and how we see the world. And I think that it would be so fantastic if we can actually revive some of the dynamism and spirit of the women's movement and bring that feminist perspective to bear on the really pressing issues that we're facing, this very day: the financial crash, climate change, the fragmentation and the kind of dissolution of the social fabric. And we definitely need women's voices in a feminist perspective to recreate societies and rebuild social relations.
For me, feminism for me is positioning yourself in this world and not being satisfied with less than anybody else.
Feminism for me, I have to say that I really don't know, because I don't see another way of being, and I'm a feminist because I am a woman, and I live in a world where I face a lot of inequalities between men and women. So that's a tricky question, because I'm a feminist since I was born. So I would say a feminist is a woman, maybe naively, but for me a feminist is a woman, yeah.
I think feminist is whatever consider himself or herself a feminist, and a person who's ready to act as a feminist in a way, at least to know something about it, to learn a history or theory of it and understand different issues, how they rise and what they mean. And it's also a person who would be absolutely against any kind of discrimination or oppression on the basis of gender, age, race, ethnicity, and all other possible divisions, social divisions.